Good morning, everyone. It was raining here this morning and really windy. It was a windy, rainy day. Buck is at the spot waiting. He's hungry. You ready? Want peanuts? Come here, big boy. I got your peanuts. Oh, my baby, your hair's wet. It was raining this morning and so windy. Now it's a little bit after 9 a.m. I was going to come out at 8 a.m., but it was raining and really windy. Right, big boy? It was so rainy and windy. Yesterday, I only came out. I fed him. He was at the spot for dinner time. I fed him his food, put his food in his bucket, hung out with him for like 5 minutes, like that, 7 minutes, and then I ran and died. But my cold is getting better. I'm able to breathe now out of my nose. The other day, I was like congested. I couldn't like breathe out of one of my nostrils, and now I'm doing better. Definitely doing better. Right, Buck? Today's not even cold out. It's like beautiful outside, the weather. It's like almost in the 60s. Crazy. And I haven't seen Thumper since Buck scared him off on Tuesday. Thumper hasn't been here. Now Buck is eating his peanuts. And listening to the sounds in the background. Here, I got apples, Buck. It's okay. There's no sounds. It's actually quiet this morning, Buck. It's quiet. He looks so cute when his hair is wet on top of his head. It looks like he has like a comb over, like with gel on it. Right? You went out dancing? You put gel in your hair? His antlers look nice and clean. They got a nice bath too. And but your body was already clean, but now you got an extra bath. Hey, baby. And there's big water puddles all over the forest, which is good because if Thumper hops around, he'll have like water sources everywhere. And the squirrels. But I know the squirrels, sometimes they come up to the buckets over here. I call them forest monkeys, the squirrels, because they'll be jumping from tree to tree, and they go inside Buck's buckets. Yeah, you got one more. Hey, Buck. You got one more. Good boy. Now you got your water and your corn. Now he's going to check his buckets for his water and his corn. And the doe definitely had to leave because he doesn't eat and run anymore. Now he actually like hangs out with me for a while. And my father-in-law hasn't seen her. I haven't spotted her like when she was always laying on that trail right there. I haven't spotted her, so she definitely left. No, I don't think she's in this forest anymore. Because I feel like either me, my husband, my father-in-law, one of us would have spotted her, like, you know, throughout the day. But none of us have spotted her, only Buck. Buck is the only one that we see, like in here. So it sucks. She did leave. And Buck is hanging out at the spa. Like yesterday morning when I came to go put the food in his buckets and everything, he was hanging out close by. He was like right below the hill. And I was going to make you guys like a short video, but I ended up leaving my phone. I forgot my phone inside the house yesterday. So I was like, all right, we'll make it a day, like a no video day, because I know me. And yesterday was a little bit cold. It was a little cold out. Today it feels like, oh my gosh, it's like beautiful. It's just, you know, it's rainy and windy type of day. It's not like cold out at all. Like I'm wearing my light jacket. I have this black coat that's a lot lighter than my green coat. My green coat is like my heavy coat. So if you guys ever see the sleeves of the green coat, that's my heavy coat, like my winter coat. But today I was able to put my black coat on, which is a little lighter than the green coat. And it's actually, I'm comfortable. I'm not cold, I'm not hot. I know I'm still talking through my nose because I'm not 100% like good yet, but I'm getting there. I feel better. Like yesterday I was feeling a little out of the weather where I just want to eat soup and lay around and like lay down and nap. It was like one of those days. But today I feel better. Like I feel more like myself. It's just this nose. It's got to go away. Once I start hearing myself talk better again, then I know I'm 100% myself. Yeah, I could tell it was raining a lot because look at the puddles in there. That's how I usually know when it rains a lot, and like when it rains a lot because it starts getting like puddly inside the forest. So that's how I know. And it's nice and quiet. There's no leaf blowers. Nobody doing construction outside or anything because it was like, you know, it was raining so hard this morning and windy. I don't think anybody's going to be blowing leaves or doing construction outside or doing anything like, you know. So Buck is going to have a chill day today. Like a nice, quiet, chill day. That's Daddy. You probably see Buck. Because Daddy's in front of the house. It's okay. That's Daddy. That's why he's looking like that. My husband's in front of the house right on the porch. He wants to sit down and just get some air before he leaves to go to work. So that's probably why Buck was looking like that, because he probably was picking up my husband's scent. You know what's funny? When it's like a rainy day, I notice like now, like, you know, that's almost like winter time. When it's a rainy day, it's not cold out. Like it feels like fall. Like literally, it feels like spring, fall, the weather. When it's like a rainy day, like when it's like cloudy and rainy. And then when it's a sunny day, it's like cold outside. I'm like, this weather is backwards. It should be the opposite. You know? And it's not. It's okay, baby. That's Daddy's leaving. My husband's probably leaving to go to work. You know what's funny? Because when my father-in-law starts his car or walks inside his car and Buck is staring at him, he doesn't get jumpy, nothing. When he like pays attention to my husband, he's more jumpy. That's why my husband said it's not realistic that like if I ever was to move out of here, like out of this house, that we had to move or something. It sucks. We wouldn't be able to take Buck with us. How bad I would love to. Realistically, we can't because Buck is not good with my husband, So my husband's like, how am I going to try to put him on my truck or something or in the car? Like, he was like, there's no way. He was like, Buck won't cooperate with me. It sucks, But I have a couple of plans, like ideas for the future for Buck. Like I want to plant an apple tree inside there, a grape bush, a strawberry bush. Like this spring, I'm going to start planting inside the house first, get them like going. And then probably like by May, June, that's when I'm going to go in there and like plant it in there. I'm going to try to find a good spot. I got to just pay attention to the sun. When the sun goes in there, I got to see where the sun shines the most in there because that's where I want to put them. Like that, like, the sun is always shining on them and they'll be growing nicely and sprouting. And Buck will have all the fruits all the time. He'll have food. I'm going to put like a big barrel of like water for him, like down right below the hill. So I have a couple of minds for the future for him if I ever have to leave. When I do think about stuff like that, it's like, my heart breaks. Because I'm like, I know one day, like not now, but like, in the future, eventually I'm going to have to leave him. And it sucks when I think about stuff like that. It breaks my heart. I mean, I had talks with my neighbor where my neighbor said like she would take over and like feed him and stuff. But he doesn't walk up to her or anything. My neighbor would just literally fling food over the fence because Buck doesn't walk up to her or nothing. Like he does with me. Like me and him, we have a bond. Oh, I would cry for days if I have to leave him. Right, Buck? I would cry for days, baby, leaving you. You're my big boy. I would miss him so much. He's been part of my life now, like, for 3.5 years. Like going out every morning, hanging out with him, and me giving him company in the evenings. Like, I think about stuff like that sometimes, and I'm like, oh my God, what would I do? Now he's done eating his breakfast. He ate all his apples. Now he's cleaning up the floor probably with whatever peanuts. He ate some of his corn. I don't have to worry about him running out of water today because it's supposed to rain on and off throughout the day. So he's going to have water that's going to last him probably all day. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. I hope everybody has a great day today. By me, I can't complain. The weather's beautiful. It's warm out. That's why I'm thinking it's beautiful. That's so funny that he turns his head when you look, like when you... My husband's staring at him right now. Look at Buck. He's turning. Who's that, Daddy? Why, Buck? I love you. My husband just left to go to work. You see how Buck gets? Buck turns his head. When my husband looks at him, he turns his head. He doesn't even look at him. Oh, Buck, you funny. Like, my husband was like, if we ever had to move out of here and Buck was like a Bambi where we could have raised him on our side and he could have got used to me, like touching him and everything, my husband said it would have been easier for us to take him with us. But how you take a big deer like this, a wild deer with you, That's only used to like two people touch, like not really even hands-on, because with my father-in-law, he's not used to hands-on. It's only me. So it's impractical, I can't do it. But I would do, in the future, I got a lot of things planned for him, which I want to start this spring. I want to start planting like things for him where I want to plant him a whole bunch of bushes, strawberry bushes, like in there. And I want a vine, like a grapevine. Right, Buck? So you have everything? The grapevine, I'm not going to plant it through scratch. I'm just going to buy one that's like already nice and like, you know, full, a little bit grown, halfway grown, and then plant this somewhere in there. So Buck is going to have a lot of like, you know, the day I go, whenever that is, like, you know, down the line in the future, I'm going to set him up. I'm going to leave him a nice setup where he should be good, even without me. He's going to miss me, I know, and I'm going to miss him. Right, Buck? All right, everyone. I will be back later this evening. I'm sorry for my rambling. It's just sometimes I think about, like, you know, future stuff runs through my head. Like, oh my God, what if we have to move one day? Like, what would I do? And this, that. So that's why I was just thinking like that. My head was going there. You know, I think about him in that way. Like, what would I do? But enough of my rambling. I'll be back later this evening with Buck's dinner video. Shake it off, baby. I know you're about to shake your hair. He had a great breakfast. And you see how he's not running off right after he's done eating? That's what makes me think that she left, because he's starting to like hang out with me longer now. Like, even after I end this video, he's probably going to stay here with me an extra like 10-15 minutes. He's going to shake his hair now any minute. Any minute he's going to shake. Huh? I could tell because his hairs are up. He's about to shake. All right, guys. I'll be back later. Ciao for now.